Hello Internet, and welcome back to another episode of Army Men of War. So right here we're back on the red and blue front line, located right here on the battle map. So we saw West and East Highton. Half is controlled by the Reds and the other half is controlled by the Blues. So the Blues and the Reds engaged not long ago. I think it was like 4 videos ago, and it was kind of like a stalemate. So we did vote in the comment section who the winner was. And judging by how many comments voted for the Reds, I think the Reds have got to be the winner of that battle. But it doesn't mean that the Blues have lost. It just means that the Blues are retreating. So anyway, the Blues are going to retreat and reform, which they have done. They've retreated in that direction over there. And this video is going to consist of a little story about a blue captain called Cpt Blevins. And Cpt Blevins is located right over here. And this captain is in charge of this company, which is the 7th Reconnaissance Rifles. Am I saying that right? Reconnaissance Rifles. And that's Cpt Blevins' company. And he has decided to stay behind and defend the civilians and these injured soldiers right here, look. So he took some volunteers, and these guys are going to be waiting for the Reds to now approach this half of the city, which this is the outskirts. And here they come, look, and they're going to be ambushing from the sides in the buildings, look. So this is a bit of a roadside ambush. And look at this looks absolutely epic. I can't wait to see how this plays out. This is the second test I've done with this battle. And yeah, so anyway, we have 2 BTRs followed by a few more BTRs which are going to be approaching. And these are scout vehicles. They're using these to scout the roads just to make sure there's nothing, you know, down here, and no heavy armor, no nothing like that. They're quick to respond and they're quick to retreat. So the Blues are not going to act with these scout vehicles. They're going to try their very best to let them pass. So hopefully they're going to pass. Oh, then again, they might see these Blues right here. So what we might have to do is, you guys, get around the back. Go on. Get as many men around the back as possible. Go on, lads. There we go. We don't want the Reds seeing them, you see. Those dudes lying down won't get seen. They'll be on the walls. So that was kind of lucky right there. So now the rest of the Reds are going to be following behind our infantry. These are the Red infantry. Look at these new skins. They look absolutely awesome. And they're following behind the BTRs, as well as accompanying some of the BTRs at the back. And if we look in all of these windows, look, you can see that the Blues are ready. These volunteers are willing to stay behind, protect what's left of the civilians and what's left of West Highton, being Old Ruskengrad, which is part of Eastern Britannia. So that's for you guys that know the story. But if you're new to this channel, which I know a lot of you guys probably are, this is part of the Army Men of War series, and every video connects. So do stick around, go and check out some of the older videos, and leave me some feedback. Tell me what you guys want to see, because we write this series together. So anyway, the Reds are approaching. We've got the Blues in here. It's a bit like Saving Private Ryan in that last scene. Where's the Blues in here? There we go. See if we can get a scene of them in the windows. That'd be pretty cool. So look through this window. Look, you can see them through the glass. The Blues are like, hold your fire. We've got explosions rigged on the roads, and they're just waiting for the right moment to strike. We have soldiers behind the houses as well, ready to move into positions. And it's all about waiting now. It's waiting for the right time to strike on these Reds. Here we go. And it commences. There's the first explosion, second explosion, and they have completely annihilated this whole Red convoy. That was absolutely epic. So the Blues are just going to be shooting out the windows now. Some of them are just staring. Nope, nope, they're not really being very effective in there, are they? But in this window, I think we're getting a little bit more action. Let's see if we can see some of the Blues. It'll be cool to see some of these soldiers try and storm the buildings in a sort of door-to-door action. You can already see that they're starting to do it with this first building. We've got a squad leader right there. It's like, move in, move. Go, comrades. Some Blues out here just fell out of the windows. They've been shot. All we can see is muzzle flashes from the windows now. And look at all those dead Reds. It just goes to show how effective an ambush can be, especially when it becomes between 2 different roads. I have no idea the outcome of this battle, but I can't imagine it's going to be very good for the Blues, because we've got a whole Red division pushing on here. These guys are trying to push out of West Highton now and into Britannia, Eastern Britannia, which is just in that direction. And General Bluton has removed most of his troops, and he is forming a line with new armour. So you are going to be seeing some new blue armour and a lot of other things. These guys are rushing the building now. Reminds me of that scene from Saving Private Ryan. Do you know where they've got the machine gun? And is it Opham or something? I can't remember his name. He has to go and get the bandoliers because he has to keep refueling. Refueling? Why did I say that? Refilling the ammo of all the soldiers. You can see some soldiers are running across the road into cover. This is not good for the Blues. But then again, it's not good for the Reds. A very, very successful ambush. They need to storm over here. But these Blues will not give up. They will not give up the wounded. And some of you... Oh, God. A lot of the wounded have been killed over here. There's only a handful left. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 wounded left. This is not good. This is not good for the Blues. No idea where Cpt Blevins is. I think he's in the fight somewhere. I think that's him right there. There's Cpt Blevins. He's decided to come in with his comrades. I don't know whether he's going to survive in this battle or if he's going to die. We're going to have to see what happens. He's taken a lot of fire from that BTR. Very suppressed. We've got more BTRs over there as well. Oh, look at that. He's dodging bullets. Oh, he's doing a good job. He's like, you can't shoot me. There he goes. He's gone down. Maybe he's not dead, though. Maybe we could decide in the comments if he's dead or not. We've still got a lot of blue troops inside these houses. This is my favourite position right here, look. Look at those. Blue's like, Blevins is down. What are we going to do, man? The company leader's down. You see, my accent actually suits these Blues because I have based them off like European sort of nations like England, France, Germany, all those sort of countries. Well, probably not Germany. Germany's more depicted as the greys and the tans, as they've got German helmets and German guns. But the Blues are definitely British. Maybe French. How are we doing over here? More Reds are approaching the battlefield. Not too sure if that's all of them or not. No, we've got more BTRs moving in. You can see that this is definitely a scout force for the Reds. They would be bringing in their main force on a later date. Maybe these guys are coming forward first with a couple of companies of men to try and fish out any ambushes. So they've done a good job. Now the rest of the Red Army will be alerted, but these Blues don't care. They're like, we are not giving up our homeland. This is our homeland, and the Reds cannot have it. Oh, got a phone call coming through. Definitely don't want to answer a phone during a video. Very bad. He's probably going to ring back again in a moment. Have to remind me to put this thing on silent. Oh, something must have happened over there. I think they're attacking the BTRs from behind. Yeah, the Blues are doing a good job. We do have some bazookas in the buildings. This looks super cool. Definitely one of my favourite battles that I've done this past couple of weeks. Sorry, just observing the battle. Super cool to watch. Sometimes I just like to go quiet and see that the... wow! These Reds have been taking a right beating right here. What's going on here? Have we got any Blues left in this building? That is the biggest question. I'm not seeing any. Oh, we have. We've got a blow up there. Where's he gone? I can't see him. He's in that pot right there, look. You can see that the Reds are trying to clear the building now. They're at the bottom floor. But they've got the rest of the house to take yet. I'm just seeing nothing but blue bodies everywhere. So this is definitely a sort of sacrificial, sort of honourable stand for the Blues because, I don't know, I don't see the Blues winning this battle at all. There's just too many Reds. There's a reason that General Bluton is retreating, you see. Let's have a good look, see how many Blues are left. But that's the Reds that we can see right there. That's the silhouettes of the Reds. Now if we press that one, I think we can see the Blues. There's the blues. There we go. I was pressing the wrong button. So we've got one blue left in this building. We have a full platoon of blues in this building. They're not giving up in there. And we also have a lot of guys back here as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to clear some of these guys out and we're going to start filling up some of these defenses in the street. That's what we need to do. Let's try and get. Let's put them on no move it well. I don't know why I always say move it well when it's not move it well. The injured has also decided to stand up. Some of them, they're like, screw this. I don't care if I'm injured. I'm going to help out. I'm going to pick up a rifle and I'm going to shoot. Or they might be blue civilians, actually. I'm not 100%. It could be a mix of blue civilians or military. One of the two. But either way, it's still an honourable deed to stay behind and fight the Reds. This house has taken a huge beating now. They're really trying to bring the fight to them. BTRs have completely surrounded the house. That's a lot of BTRs. A hell of a lot of BTRs. Like a whole company of them. And there's still more approaching. I think that's something like, let's count them. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. I'm counting 27 BTRs in this battle so far. That's a lot. That's a hell of a lot. But I suppose the Reds would only want to exhaust their light vehicles in such a minor skirmish like this. They won't want to use any of their heavy vehicles. Even though it would probably be quite handy to bring in one of their heavy tanks. So yeah, I think the Reds are going to bring in one of their heavy tanks around about now. So I think we're going to call it in as the Reds. Let's go down to a Red and we're like, we need backup. We need to bring in some armor. These blues are too strong. There's too many of them. So here comes the red armor. So here comes the armor just as requested. I have no idea what he's about to do. He's just crashed into that building. This guy clearly needs more training. I think we're going to have to guide him in the right direction. So we're going to get this heavy tank. This is an IS-3, I believe. It's a very heavy tank for World War II. I think it's like post-1944. Not 100% sure. Maybe you guys could correct me in the comments. But we're just going to send him up that direction there. And it's now his duty to start taking out some of these blues in the buildings, as the Reds seem pretty trapped down here. They can't seem to maneuver, and they're just piling up the bodies right here. They're taking fire from that building over there, I believe. At least I think so. Let's just double check where all the blues are. There's still a lot of men in that building. There he comes. Oh my god, what is he doing? He's like, well, to save the plastic, the funeral, I'm just going to squish them into a million pieces. But never mind. Let's take a shot at that building. This is going to be super cool. It's a bit like that scene from Saving Private Ryan where it shoots the bell tower. So let's see if we can get a shot off. So if we pause it right there, and then we're going to aim the thing. Now these blues up there is not going to know what hit them, because these buildings are completely destroyable. Aiming. And now, what does he say? He's like, Barker, get out! No, did he actually kill them? I'm not even sure. Shoot the machine gun. Hopefully he'll do it himself. Go back into no player mode. I tend to switch between them, you see. If you press the player mode, you can actually see all the AI symbols above the head, which doesn't look very cinematic. How are we doing in here? So there's just one blue left in this building. I think he's responsible for all of these Reds' deaths. As these Reds seemed very distracted, he's decided to go through the building. Maybe he's cleared a hole now. Maybe he can see some blues. If I was that blue, I would be absolutely crapping myself. He's not giving up. He's just going to run through the whole thing. Oh, this is not good. This whole building is going to collapse within itself now. Oh, there he goes. Oh, no. That blue is just literally above that tank. He's very lucky. He's trapped. Other than that, I have no idea what they're going to do. The blues are still holding the line. So these guys actually might do it. They might be able to hold this red scout force right here. They'll have to go and collect. Let's see if we're going to go and collect the body of Blevins over there. Captain Blevins. Where did he die? Or where did he get injured, should we say? I think he was right... I've lost his body. I think, was that him there? That might be him there. Let's see if we can come down here and actually see where his body is. I press F3, I think we might be able to see him if I do this. Sorry that this is a bit arcadey, this battle, but it's hard for me to see who's who. If you see oh no, he got killed. If you can see a captain above his name, then that's him. I think we've lost him. He's definitely in there somewhere. Maybe the Reds, I'll tell you something, maybe the Reds could capture him and they could maybe interrogate him, find out what the Blues are up to, because Captain Blevins is quite in touch with, he's very in there when it comes to intelligence of the Blues. Got a blue up there. He's stuck behind some sort of drain pipe, I don't know why. But yeah, I think what we're going to do is now, I think we're going to retreat the rest of the Blue forces. We're going to say that we held our own, and we're going to try and, I don't know, regroup further back. But they're kind of hopeless. We've done a lot of damage. This is like, I don't know, 200-300 Reds were coming down here with a lot of BTRs and just the one tank that's been called in. But they've done a super good job, and we can see how many soldiers they've got left now. There's 3 in that building. There is a 4th guy there. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. There's about 25 men left, something like that. About 25 men. Let's get them out of the building, and we're going to try and retreat them. Let's get them all back there if we can now. So this is the part where they all retreat to the Alamo. We're just going to get as many men out as possible. These guys are going to carry these injured back with them if they can. But yeah, I think that was a really cool battle. For once, there's actually troops still on the map after, well, at the end of the fight, which is pretty cool. We've got a lot of men over there as well. So we're just going to try and retreat as many troops as we can. But we've still got quite a lot of soldiers right there. But unfortunately, Captain Blevins is somewhere over there, and he has fallen. So let me know in the comments if he should survive or if he should be killed. Maybe we can make some kind of a story out of it. But retreat, retreat. Last stand, boys. Tanks finally giving up because the men are retreating out of the buildings. The BTRs are now coming up. The infantry are now getting... Oh, they're all coming out of the building. I didn't even know there was that many men in there. What? That's a lot of Reds. So yeah, now the Reds are regrouping as well. Maybe they're going back to their own lines, and they're going to report what happened, and they're going to be like, right, there's Blues here. This could even trick the Reds into thinking that the front line is just here. So giving them a false sense of direction, which was pretty cool. But these Blues have done a damn good job. Unfortunately, Blevins is down, and this is not good. This is not good, so... These guys aren't retreating, they're coming for a last stand. They're like, let's do this for Blevins. We're not gonna retreat, we're not falling back. We need that bazooka. What is he doing? This is the only guy that can take out these sort of BTRs. Get him. There goes the rest of the Blues. We're getting out of here, we can't stay. And there goes the rest of the Blues. These guys are staying behind. This guy's scared. He doesn't want to move. He's like, I don't want to move, I'm scared. I just want to go home to my family, my Blue family. And again, his family could be green, who knows. Oh, shot in the head, did you see that? Poor dude. But yeah, it doesn't mean that a Blue and a green can't meet. I suppose they are allies. But yes, here come the rest of the Reds. They're coming to finish the job. And that was an epic battle. So if you guys do want to see more battles like this, which are a little bit quicker to make, a little bit less cinematic, but super fun to play, and they're also super fun for me to commentate as well. If you want to see more like this, do let me know in the comments, and also subscribe, join the Mighty Nation, pushing on 37,000 subscribers, and yeah, I will see you all in the next one. I feel sorry for that guy.